Hello friends, welcome to our channel 10 Minutes Code, and in this video we are going to see how to make a game with the help of Python with the help of library called Pygames. Okay, so Pygame, let's see what is Pygame library. So there are many libraries in Python. One of them is Pygame to make 2D games in with the help of Python. Okay, so this is the official website of Pygame. So this is the website and this is the documentation you can read, uh, and you can make 2D games. Only 2D games can be built with the help of this library. So these are some games you can see or you can play, or yeah, this is the library of Python. Now we are going to see how it works. So first we have to pip install Pygame in the terminal. If you are using a code editor, you can have your terminal. In my VS Code I am using, and I am installing pip install Pygame, so it will install this library. Okay, now after installation we have to import Pygame. Okay, now after this we have to write pygame.init. So after writing this, the game or the window will start. Okay, this is how Pygame will start after writing a pygame.init function. Now the next thing is screen. So we have to decide the screen. So screen is equal to Pygame dot display dot set mode, and in this we are going to place a height, width and the height. So I am placing width as 600 and height as 600, width as 800 and height as 600. So your screen will appear after running this program. The screen is equal to pygame dot display dot set mode. Inside a set mode there will be two parameters, width and height. Now the next thing is clock. So we have to define the clock. So we will write clock is equal to pygame. We have to use this pygame every time, dot time and dot clock. This is the function to set up time. Okay, now we have to make a variable running is equal to true boolean. Okay, so running will start after this. Now while running, here we have to make a while loop, and we have to write the whole program inside while loop while it is running. Okay, but we have to write for event in pygame dot event dot get. Here for loop will run to check whether there is an event or not of quitting the game. If the person quits the game, then the running will stop. Okay, so if we will check if event dot type is equal to pygame dot quit. Okay, if a person quit the game, a for loop will always check whether a person is quitting the game or not. If the person quit the game, then the running will become false, so the app will close. Okay, now next thing, we have to fill the screen with any color. For example, I am going to fill it with red color at the background color. You can fill anything. We have to write this inside the for loop. So we have to write screen is equal to screen dot fill, and inside we have to add color. For example, I am writing here red. Okay, now Suppose we are going to draw a circle. In the top we are going to take a variable dt is equal to 0 as the position of player. So no, this is the starting position and this player position is equal to Pygame dot vector to screen dot get width. This screen dot get width will get the width of the screen, and we will divide it by 2 and comma screen dot get height, and we will divide it by 2. Okay, so this is the current player position. So this is the starting position, this is the current player position. Pygame dot vector to screen get width to screen get height 2. Okay, I think so it's not the starting position, it's the speed, I think so. Let's see. This is maybe starting position. So the first at the starting, the object will be at the center of the window. So because width into 2 and height into 2 will come as center, so player position will be a center at the beginning of the game. Now with Pygame dot draw dot circle, so we are going to draw a circle as the object on the screen. Okay, and with the color, suppose I am taking purple. Okay, and here player position as starting position of this and 40. These are the 4 parameters inside the circle. This is the size of the circle, this is the player position, this is the color, and this is where you should put your circle. We are putting it into the screen. Okay, we are going to put this into the screen. Now we have to control with our keys, with our keyboard keys. So we are going to use up key, down key, left key, and right key. So keys. So we are going to make variable keys and Pygame dot key dot get pressed. So when a key is pressed, we will get notified. Okay, system will get notified when a key is pressed. So if key Pygame dot k and we have to write up. Okay, so if the up key is pressed, we have to write like this: keys Pygame dot k and up key. It can be a W key, it can be a 6 key, it can be any key you want. So after pressing, we are going to change the position of player. So we will write a player position dot y-axis. Up and down comes in y-axis. Okay, so we are going to use y-axis. Minus is equal to, so we are going to move it by 600 into dt. Okay, now we have to just make 4 if and there down, here left, and here right. Okay, now so here down will also have a y-axis, but here we should get a plus sign. Okay, and here at the left we are going to use minus sign, but this will be an x-axis, and here at the right this will be a x-axis but a plus sign. Okay, now after this we have to write one thing to start to display all these. So we have to write a Pygame dot display dot flip. So this will be a function. So now we have to select our FPS. So normally we are selecting 6. So dt is equal to clock. This is the FPS, means how many times it will update the game in 1 second. So it will run 60 times in 1 second divided by 1000. Okay, so after this, we outside the while loop, not inside, we have to write pygame.put. So this is our code. Okay, let's try to run. If there is an error, we are going to solve it. Screen dot get width divided by 2. Okay, let's see what's happened with this. Player position is equal to pygame dot vector 2 screen dot get width. Okay, so here we are going to use a function to get width. Okay, now let's try one more error. Pygame dot time dot click. So here clock is equal to pygame dot time. So here in the clock C will be capital. Okay, so this is a game. So see how it's working. Yeah, now we can change the color here. Suppose we are choosing here black, and here circle will be white, and we can change the speed. For example, in the at the place of 600 I am writing 400. Here I am writing 400. Here I am writing 400, and here I am writing 400. So we will run this again. We will close this tab. You can also change the height and width. Okay, so this is the best width I choose, so you can change as per your requirements. So what happened? Yeah, so this is a app. So here this is how the Pygame actually works. So let's review our code again. So this import Pygame includes library of the Pygame. This pygame.init starts the program. Screen is equal to pygame.display.set mode. Here is the width of the window, and this is the height of the window we have to set. This is the dt is equal to 0, which is speed, I think so, and this is the player position is equal to pygame.vector 2. So player position is the beginning, so width divided by 2 and height divided by 2, which is the center, and clock is equal to pygame.time.clock to define our time. So here running is equal to true, or running will start. So while running for event in Pygame, it will check if any event is performed. If the event performed is quit, for example I am pressing on this, so it will be a quit event, so it will detect and it will running become false, and after this pygame.quit will run, so our app will be closed. So here screen dot fill, it will be filled with color black, and we will draw a circle with pygame.draw circle in this inside the screen with color white at the player position at 40 size. So keys is equal, so when the keys of the keyboard are pressed, it will detect whether if the key is up key, then it will move to up at the 400 by 400. If it is down, it's move down. If it's left, it will move left. If it's right, move right. Okay, this is how this code works. So after this function dot flip, display dot flip, it will perform all this code, and last we have to set the FPS. Okay, and last after the while loop pygame.quit. This is the review of the code. Now I will try to run this app again. We will close this. Okay, so you can see you can make many 2D games. As you can see, there are many games. For example, I am going to show one game I took from GitHub. There are many repositories in GitHub of this game. So here downloads. So here there are many games I took from GitHub, which is made through this library. So I am going to show you one or two. So here let's check Arrow Blasters. This is also made through this library. You can only make 2D games. Okay, for 3D you have to learn Unreal Engine, that etc. So this is the file we are going to run this. So you can see there is an import of Pygame here, which is the library. So we will run this. Yeah, it started, and this is the game which is made to this library. You can see. So it will take some time, but first you should learn the documentation of this official website. Okay, let me show you one more game. Let's see, car racing. I am going to close this tab. We will run this code main.py. So this is the car racing game. This is also made through this library. Okay, so this is how you can make your imagination with the help of this library, with the help of physics, with the help of other mathematical laws, physics laws. You can make many games with the help of this library and many other libraries. Okay, so that's all for today, and in another video we are going to learn more about Pygame and we'll build some more interesting projects with the help of this library. So thank you, and don't forget to subscribe and stay with us.